Any questions, concerns? You all doing pretty good? Okay. So as I walked around, I saw a lot of those answers, so I was feeling pretty good. You probably mostly had that. Okay, awesome. So then if we take a look then at number 2, earlier I said that for number 2, I felt like elimination was the right way, substitution was not the right way. Why do you think I would think that? This is an important question, right? Because if you understand why, you might be able to make the same sort of decision. Josh, what do you think?
Because the x and the y are on the same side of the whole equation, not like y equals x.
That's one piece of it, but I think there's something a little bit deeper. I think you're right. We're going to have to do some work to solve, but I think maybe Callie can say the other part.
There's no like x or y that's by itself.
In other words, all of the coefficients on x's and y's are not?
Independent?
No. All of the coefficients on the x's and y's are non.
I said
Look back to number 1.
Non-equal?
Not what?
Equal?
It's not that they're not equal. The coefficient on all the x's and the y's are not one specific number. 1. So if any of them were, and this is what you're trying to say, but if any of them were like 1x or 1y, then maybe substitution would be the better method, right? But if I was going to try to do substitution here, would you guys agree that if I try to use this top equation for my substitution, wouldn't at some point in there I have to either divide by 2 or 11? Not the greatest idea. And down here, if I was going to try to solve for x or y, wouldn't I at some point have to divide by a 5 or divide by a 4? Again, creating some awkward fractions potentially. Again, you can deal with fractions, but if you can avoid dealing with them, why not? That make sense? Anyways, just a thought. I am going to do elimination here, but if you notice right off the bat, nothing eliminates. So we're going to have to do some multiplying by some key numbers to get to a place where something will eliminate. I'm wondering if anybody has any suggestions that worked for you. What do you think, Ben? What worked for you?
Multiply the top by 5 and the bottom by 2.
Okay, multiply the top by 5 and the bottom by 2.
I did the top by -5, so we were off. Or like so one was negative.
Okay, did you run into any issues? Did you do this?
Subtraction.
Okay, that's fine. I'm always going to add.
Yeah.
So we're going to create opposites. So, Noel, I agree with you. I think this is what I would do. I'd either multiply the top by -5 and then the bottom by 2, or the top by +5 and the bottom by -2. But you're right, I need the opposites in there. So when I do that, I end up with -10x minus 55y equals +50, and then 10x plus 8y equals 44. So right now, do you guys see how, by Noel's suggestion, we've created that pattern of opposites? On which variable? The x's or the y's? The x's are opposite coefficients, that's right. So now, when I decide to add, my x's are just going to add out, and I end up with that's pretty awkward looking, -47 equals 94. Feels like this is going to end with a pretty awkward fraction, but instead it's y equals? -2. Yeah. So we used elimination. We got to this y equals -2. What do I need to do then to get to a place where I have the x that goes with that y?
Plug it back in.
Plug it back in. I have lots of choices. There's option number 1. There is option number 2. Option number 3. Oh, I don't like that color. How about option number 3? And a purple one for option number 4. All of those relate x's and y's. So of those, which one do you think would be the easiest?
Number one.
It's not like totally clear. Number 1 works fine. I don't know that there's a really clear-cut answer on that one. You really can just use any of them. So it's going to be 2x plus 11y, but we already know the y is -2 equals -10. 2x minus 22 equals -10. I would add 22 to both sides. 2x equals 12. You can see it coming now. X is equal to 6. So my final answer is 6, -2. Okay. Feeling a relief? Yay, I got them both. You feeling concern, questions? anything. That's what we've been working on like more or less all week. So I'm hoping that you had some good success. Are there any questions? Anything I can do to help? Anybody? All right. Well, as far as me presenting stuff, that's it. Let's be productive. Let's work on some WebAssign. Knowing that you got that test coming up next week, you've got plenty to do. I don't think anybody has an excuse to just say, I got nothing to do. You got plenty to do. I'll be around to help as you need it.